I was asked for chocolate mousse. Let me try to make a jiggly wiggly one. Poke 2 egg yolks. Then add milk, heavy whipping cream, cornstarch, and sugar. Yes, I was cooking on my balcony, adding a taste of sunshine and wind to my chocolate mousse. Once it's thickened like yogurt, add in some dark chocolate. Turn off the heat and stir until smooth. Transfer the mixture to my piggy box. You won't be able to flatten the surface because I wasn't able to. Keep in the fridge overnight. Let the ugly side facing down. Ta-da! Dust some cocoa powder. Today I made this super beautiful rainbow crepe cake. I like to make dessert when my husband is not home because time goes by fast when you make dessert. And I really like to surprise him. Divide the egg, sugar, cake flour mixture into 6 portions. You can make colorful milk with strawberries, blueberries, matcha powder, or food coloring. I made them orange, pink, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Cook over medium-low heat until you can observe bubbles in the middle part of the crepe. Transfer out to cool down on a plate. It took me 1 hour to make 18 crepes. I trimmed the edge with a pot lid. Spread whipped cream between each layer of the crepe. Keep it in the freezer for half hour before decorating and cutting. Hehe, I hear the lock sound of Mr. His car. Who wants a mochi? How about a pink mochi made with real strawberries? Blend strawberry, milk, and sugar into juice. Mix with glutinous rice flour and cornstarch. Cover with a plastic wrap. Poke some holes and microwave for 4 minutes. While it's still hot, rub in some butter or coconut oil. Knead the dough until you can pull it as long as your cat. See, I made a bubble.
Poke it.
Apply some cooked glutinous rice flour. Cut the dough into 8 portions. Fill with whipped cream and homemade strawberry jam. Wrap it up and keep in the freezer for at least 20 minutes. Here comes my coffee table from Costaway. Very pretty and good timing for my afternoon tea. Who wants some sakura mousse cake? Nobody? Oh, you want to make it by yourself. Crush some Biscoff cookies. Add in melted butter. Mix well. Transfer to the cake mold. Press firmly with a spoon. Keep in the fridge. Soak some sakura. Dissolve gelatin powder in cold water. Melt over hot water bath. Mix well with strawberry flavor yogurt. Add in softly whipped cream. Optionally sift to get rid of any lumps. Smooth the surface, then keep in the fridge. Make the second layer with plain yogurt. Fill the gap to prevent leakage. I happened to have some lychees in the fridge, so I made my last sakura layer into lychee flavor. Carefully pour the gelatin mixture on the top. Decorate with sakura flowers. I'll mold with a hairdryer. Let's make some watermelon jelly. I know many people have made this before. Mine is going to be different. You can juice a watermelon with a hand mixer. Jimbo is waiting patiently because it's her favorite food. Strain the watermelon juice. Sprinkle some gelatin powder. Heat up the other half of the watermelon juice. Mix them together. Stir to combine. Pour the mixture back to the watermelon. Keep in the fridge for 1 hour. Meanwhile, make our second transparent layer with Sprite and sakura flowers. Let it cool down before adding it to the watermelon. I made a third layer with coconut milk. Let it firm in the fridge. Come back to see the result with me in 2 hours. It's been 2 hours. Let's see if our watermelon jelly is fully set. To be honest, we thought it's going to taste disgusting. So I made a Yakult melon jelly drink as my plan B. Surprisingly, both of them were pretty and tasty. I will give them 9 out of 10 if you are going to make it. Put the white layer in the middle. It's going to be prettier. Looking forward to seeing your watermelon jelly. This is how to make a boba river basque cheesecake. Soft and cream cheese at room temperature for half hour until it feels like toothpaste. Use a hand mixer to mix for 1 minute. Adding sugar, mix until it's smooth like butter. Okay, that's an old song. Now adding 3 room temperature eggs one by one. Every time you add in an egg, mix with the lowest speed of your hand mixer for 30 seconds. Did you notice this egg on my left hand never breaks? That was a very tough egg, and I took its yolk. Then adding vanilla extract, having whipping cream and cornstarch to mix well. While you think you made a cake, actually your hand mixer did 90% of the job. Align a 6-inch cheesecake pan with parchment paper. Pour in the mixture. Bake at the top level of the oven for 28 minutes. It's jiggly wiggly while it's hot. Hide it from your roommate and yourself. Keep it in the fridge overnight. Did you know that the centerpiece of the cake and watermelon is poisoning to men, but girls can always eat them for you? Last step, pour heavy whipping cream into the whole, top with brown sugar boba, which I just made in last video. So, air fryer bubble tea. Mix black tea, sugar and water at a ratio of 1:1:1. Then air fry at 380 degrees for 5 minutes until there are some caramelized bubbles. Add 3 cups of milk or soy milk. Air fry for 10 more minutes. In this way, our milk tea will have a caramel taste with a strong tea flavor. Filter out the tea leaves. Directly pour over ice cubes. Enjoy with our homemade brown sugar boba. How to make a perfect bubble tea? I bet you have been looking for this video for 20 years. After making shit like a bubble like this, and this, finally I can show you my 99% success method. Bring brown sugar water and avocado to a crazily boil. Add 2 tablespoons of tapioca starch. Stir with a spatula until thickened. Turn off the heat. Add the rest of the tapioca starch. Roughly mix. Then transfer out. Knead the dough for 2.5 minutes until it turns smooth. Roll it into a pancake. Cut into cubes. Then roll into bobas. The rolling step only took me 3 minutes.
Yeah, took me 1 hour.
Boil with water for 20 minutes. Go through iced water. Then boil with brown sugar water for 5 more minutes. Move the boba along the sides of the glass. This is what we call dirty boba. And the next video shows you how to make the creamy milk tea. See you there. It's mochi time. Who wants some pink peach mochi made with real peaches? First, peel about 5 peaches. Boil the skin in water to get its pink color. Then add peach cubes, sugar, and lemon juice. Stir and boil until thickened. Hide it for now. Blend 2 peaches into juice. Add in glutinous rice flour, cornstarch, and sugar. Now close your eyes. Nothing happened. Wow, so pink. You can steam, microwave, or pan fry the mixture. After about 10 minutes pan frying, you will get a pink pig ear. Cover it with food wrap. Cool down in the fridge. Apply some cooked glutinous rice flour to prevent sticky. Play for a while. Cut, then roll into discs. Lay the skin on a mochi mold. Fill it up with whipped cream and our homemade peach sauce. Close it up, then cut off the extra skin. Leave a mark with the back of a knife to make our mochi look more like a peach. Let's make some white strawberry, white chocolate, snow skin mooncakes. Not for you. They are for my new neighbors. I used the white chocolate to substitute butter and sugar in the traditional snow skin mooncake filling. Both the texture and the taste turned out perfect. Then make the snow skin. This year I'm going to make my mooncakes green and white. I will say go green, and if my neighbors don't say go white, they can't have my mooncakes. Hehe, just kidding. But I will write your name on my notebook and make you air-filling mooncakes next year. How to make a perfect cake roll without cracking? It's soft and fluffy, just like your grandma's cassette cushion. Spread some whipped cream and roll it up. You can make all kinds of cake rolls out of that. First, separate 4 eggs into egg whites and egg yolks. For the next step, many people would add cake flour and oil directly into the egg yolks. That's why their cakes crack. Add some milk or your favorite liquid, mix well. Then add some white vinegar or lemon juice to the egg whites. Whip until medium peaks form. If you still don't know what's a medium peak, you may need to excuse my language. Scoop 1/3 of the egg whites into the egg yolk. Gently mix well, then pour it back into the egg whites. Float gently until the color looks even. Pour the mixture into a square cake pan. That's all Mr. He's fault. Bake it at 170 degrees for 20 minutes. Boom! Who wants some cute ghost candies for Halloween? They are super crunchy, illegally simply made with sugar and egg, and some food coloring. First, boil sugar and water until 242 degrees. You may need a handsome and reliable thermometer holder. Meanwhile, beat egg whites with sugar until stiff peaks form. These are soft peaks. These are stiff peaks. If you still can't tell the difference, an eye exam may not be enough. Gradually pour the hot syrup into the egg whites. Beat until glossy. Give the egg whites some color to see. That's a funny Chinglish, which means teach you a lesson. For example, dare you to steal my content? I will give you some color to see. Maybe I will send some ghosts to your home. Put your hands up if you have pumpkins at home. Let's make some chewy cutie. Bake that pumpkin mochi. First, puree a pumpkin. Add sugar and cinnamon powder to mix well. Adding glutinous rice flour, mix with your hands until you get a dough. Divide the dough into 10 portions. Roughly roll into a ball. Flatten a piece of dough into a circle. For the filling, you can use a tablespoon of air, a tablespoon of cheese, or a tablespoon of brown sugar. Do not add too much filling, otherwise both the mochi and your stomach will burst. Create the pumpkin pattern with the back of a knife. Brush with butter and bake until golden brown. Your decorative pumpkins told me they will be so happy if you eventually eat them instead of throwing them away.
Can you make me some cake? Oh, Brad!
Give it back! That Mr. He is so wasteful. Let me make him a cake with these leftover frozen toasts. Blend some expired toasts into crumbs. Add sugar, cocoa powder, and milk. Knead it into a dough. Put the dough in a sandwich bag. Roll it into a rectangle. Cut it into the shape of a cake box. Then fill the cake box with a layer of toast cake, a layer of whipped cream, and strawberries. Repeat until the box is full. The cake layer tastes very moist and soft. Most importantly, it requires no baking skill. How would Mr. He know this strawberry cake is made from the expired toasts that he threw away? Shh, do not tell him. Let's make some strawberry popping bobas. Pop! Wash some real strawberries. Add some coconut water and sugar. Then add some sodium citrate. Blend them into juice. Then we add sodium alginate. Blend for 1 more minute.
It's like a chemical experiment.
Yep. Then you drop the juice into calcium chloride water, 1 drop by 1 drop. Otherwise, you will get something like this.
Oh, now it's like a biological experiment.
You can also use other fruit juice, soda, or coffee to make different flavors and sizes of popping bobas. As long as you have all the ingredients, they are much easier to make than tapioca bobas. Have fun and enjoy! How to make a giant strawberry macaron that's perfect on both sides. I spent half month and made more than 100 macarons and finally found out this perfect recipe. First, mix egg white, powdered sugar, and almond flour. Beat egg white with sugar until stiff peaks form. Meanwhile, boil sugar with water until 242 degrees. Gradually pour the hot syrup into the egg white. Keep whipping until you can flip the egg white over your head. Mix the two batter together. Add a little bit of food coloring. Keep mixing until you can write at least 2 number 8. Then pipe into some 5-inch circles, poke the bubbles, and air dry for 20 minutes. The top secret for making a perfect giant macaron is heating up the oven at least half hour before. Recipe on my blog. Let's make some pineapple cola. Wash off the bird poops, fill it up tightly like this. Oops, sorry. My followers asked for a regular bottle and short pine needles. And for this bottle, let's see if we can make cola with
Cola.
pine needles. Add some ginger slices and brown sugar. Use bottled water, not tap water. 3 days later, bubbles like cola.
Oh, 我靠！什么鬼？
Oh no! Let's make some creme brulee donuts. They have a creamy custard filling and a crunchy tanghulu-like topping. Mix egg, milk, yeasts, flour and sugar with a spatula. Cover to rest for 15 minutes. Add in some butter. Knead the dough for 5 minutes until it turns smooth. Cover again to proof for about 1.5 hours until it's doubled in size. Transfer out to punch out the air. Cut into 10 pieces. Shape each piece into a ball. Proof at a warm place for 1 more hour. It may take 2 hours under winter room temperature. Once they are doubled in size again, deep fry each side for 2 minutes over medium-low heat. Optionally, fill the donuts with your homemade strawberry custard filling. Boil water and sugar until it reaches 300 degrees. Dip in the donuts, then enjoy! Yoo-hoo! Finally I made it! Giant popping boba with a floating filling. Pop! On day 1, I filled an ice tray with fruits, flowers, and sweet rice wine. Then I filled the tray up with sodium alginate solution. Then I kept it in the freezer overnight. On day 2, I melted the ice balls in calcium chloride solution. Then I got some baking boba in this undescribable shape. It's okay, maybe we can freeze the calcium chloride solution and store the bobas in sodium alginate solution instead. This is called reverse spherification. The alginate will form a thin and delicate skin around the boba to hold the juice. Wait, what's this? Shift. On day 4, I tried to heat up the sodium alginate solution so that we can shorten the soaking time and get a popping boba with a thinner skin and a liquid filling. Chewy and sticky. 3 ingredients: steamed rice cake. Soak white rice in water for 2 hours. Add sugar and milk or soy milk to make it vegan. Add it to a blender. Do not waste. Blend on smoothing mode or high speed until smooth. Scoop 2 cupcake cups. The silicone ones are better. You can also use paper cups. Steam over medium-high heat for 30 minutes. Ta-da! Freshly homemade, chewy and soft steamed rice cake. You can use it to make any rice cake dish or simply enjoy it hot with honey and goji berries. Let's make some冰淇淋. 5 for 3 ingredients. Pink pineapple 冰淇淋. It's pink. First, we blend a Michi-like sweet pineapple into puree. Stir over medium heat until the sauce is thickened to half. Whip sugar and cream until soft peaks form. Add the pineapple sauce. Whip them together until stiff peaks form. We can put the ice cream back into the pineapple peel. Keep it in the freezer for at least 4 hours. Now we can confidently say it out loud. 早上好，中国！现在我有冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋。So let's make some crystal boba. You will only need 3 ingredients: gelatin powder, agar-agar powder, and Sprite. Stir until well mixed. For other colors and flavors, you can blend some real mangoes or real strawberries into juice. Use the fruit juice to substitute the Sprite. Bring the mixture to a boil and simmer for 5 minutes. Pour it to a silicone boba mold. Scrape the surface before it cools down. The crystal bobas will set under room temperature within 10 minutes. Enjoy them with any drink you like or hate.